Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new video. And today I thought it'll be a great idea to discuss a very interesting topic. And that is obviously the gas prices in Russia. Actually, it's not really my idea, but I thought it's a great idea because I do streams every single Sunday, and one of the guys, his name is I Am Blur, has asked, do you know if the gas prices have been impacted after Ukraine's attacks on Russia's oil refineries? And you know what? That is a great question. As you guys know, I left Russia 6 months ago already. Time really flies by. So, when I was in Russia, I actually had a gas guzzler machine myself. I had a Cadillac Escalade 2008. Quite an old Escalade, but a beast of a car. So I know my gas prices and I can spot some difference on what is actually happening and what have changed since those attacks have happened. 6 months ago, price of 92 octane fuel was 50 cents a liter. So if you're from America, you're like, what the heck is a liter? So, you know what? I thought it's a great idea to do a bit of Americanized translation here into gallons. So that would be $2.12 per gallon of 92 octane fuel. From people who don't understand what the heck is a 92 octane fuel, well, you know, the way that octane is measured is a little bit different. So, to simplify this, 92 octane in Russia is the regular gas you get at your gas pumps in America. In Russia, you can actually check out the prices of gas from the internet if you hit on that exact same gas station. And that gas station has opened up, and I've been refueling there for about 4 months before I actually left, nearly every single day. Now, 1 liter of 92 octane fuel costs 60 cents a liter, which is 5 cents more than it was 6 months ago. Now, for you Americans, obviously you got to do the gallon conversion right here. That'll be $2.26 a gallon, which is 19 cents more than 6 months back. Now, you know what? You know me. You know the fact that I hate when people lie. And a lot of people do lie nowadays on YouTube, creating videos of how amazing it is to move to Russia right now. As you know, Putin has signed a decree which simplifies getting yourself a residency as a foreigner in Russia. If you are not a liberal, a person of democracy, and you don't like anything that's happening in the US, you're more than welcome to come to Russia. And those type of video makes videos and they show how amazing Russia is, but the problem is they have not worked a Russian job. Usually their income is from making videos about how Russia is amazing, and obviously all of their accounts are set up in the States, England, and wherever they're from. So if a French person is making videos in Russia about how Russia is amazing, he probably has a AdSense in France set up where he gets paid, then transfers his money into Russia through crypto or something like that, and obviously lives a very good life. Because those people definitely make a little bit more than the average Russian salary. I thought it's a great idea to actually find a great example of a job opportunity. And I have found that. You know, you would have imagined that an English teacher in Russia should be earning quite a bit of dosh. You know, he should be balling around the place with a lot of money because English is quite a hard language to learn, and you got to be teaching it to kids. So a English teacher in school earns somewhere from 400 to 600 US dollars a month. Before anybody says, is that a month, a year, a week? This is $400 to $600 a month. But being realistically, a teacher probably earns around $450 a month in Moscow. And this is from a job site that is currently hiring an English speaker for a school in Moscow. This means, oh, hello cat. This means that an English teacher in Russia could buy themselves 270 liters of fuel, regular fuel, for their whole month salary. Which 270 liters? It sounds a lot, but really, you can drive that down with a big V8 very fast. And then I thought, right, so this wouldn't be fair if I didn't get some US comparison to this, because everybody is interested in such a big country like Russia. And they're like, what the heck is going on there? Are they really earning gazillions of rubles a day working as a teacher? What is really going on? So I thought, let's actually do a bit of research, because you guys are interested in Russia. I'm interested in the United States, so here we are exchanging some information. Funnily enough, an English teacher in Florida makes $4,492 a month. But then you probably would say, well, you know, life in the US is more expensive, the prices are expensive, the rent is more expensive. Okay, guys, I'm pretty sure an English teacher in the States is able to pay for the mortgage and live a decent life. I mean, that's $4,500. I'm pretty sure for $4,500, you're gonna be living quite a decent life in Florida. Don't ask me why I picked Florida, it's just the first thing that popped up. But to me, this doesn't really make sense. Like I said at the start of the video, you would have imagined that a Russian teaching English in Russia would be making more than an English teacher in an English-speaking country. But whatever, let's put that fact aside. In Florida, the average price of gas is 87 cents per liter, which is obviously a bit more expensive, but that is only by 27 cents per liter. Yes, obviously, when you add up the liters, that does make a big difference, but flipping heck, what's going on outside? There's music playing from a bar, cops running around the place. Hopefully those guys in the bar gets arrested. So 27 cents more. But then the salary of a teacher is $4,500 in Florida and $450 in Russia. That means a person in the US doing the exact same job can obviously buy way more gas in the States than a teacher in Russia. Now, I would actually like to see your mathematical minds coming into the comment section. Tell me in the comments, how much can this teacher from Florida buy gas? How much can that teacher buy? Tell me how many liters or gallons, if it's easier for you. Type it in the comment section below. Let's get those brains working in the comment section below. Obviously, no teacher is going to be buying that much gas. But this is just a little bit of proof of all of the videos that I've been seeing on how Russia is so much better than the States and that it's cheaper. No, it's not. It's definitely not cheaper when you put Russian salaries to Russian costs. Not cheaper, it's actually way worse, and the buying power of ordinary Russian citizens is way, way lower than the average ordinary American citizens. Russia is number 8 of the largest oil reserves in the world. And the price per liter is 60 cents. Now, United States is actually the 11th largest oil reserves in the world, and it's only 87 cents. It would have made sense if Russia, oh, did you get the pun? It would have made sense, woohoo! But it would make sense that if gas costed around 30-40 cents in Russia and then 80 cents in the States, that would have made sense, but it doesn't. And a lot of you might be saying, this is probably after the Ukrainian attacks on the oil refineries. But we will not see a big difference so quickly on the fuel prices in Russia. Obviously, they are rising slowly but surely, but we won't be seeing a huge spike straight away. It will take a few months until the gas from the gas stations and the gas containers are gonna run out. Then obviously the fuel prices are gonna skyrocket in Russia. Obviously, a lot of people will be saying, well, you know what, in America, the public transportation sucks, like I saw in some of the comments before, but the public transportation in Moscow is amazing. But you gotta remember one thing, not everybody lives inside of Moscow. That is not true, because public transportation 50 kilometers away from Moscow is garbage. And it's not really garbage, but I'll tell you what the story is about this. So as you know, and the reason why I know English is because I've actually been in primary and secondary school in Ireland. And after that, I came back to Russia to study in a university in Moscow. But I myself lived 50 kilometers away from Moscow. And obviously, I did not have any private drivers or my own car or anything like that. So I would have needed to take a taxi over to a bus station, which costed $5 one way. So I would spend $5 to get over to the bus, and then $1 or so for the bus over to the closest subway station, and then a few cents for the subway. All of this tripping around to go to university added up to $13 a day just to get to university and back. Plus, if you don't have packed lunch, for example, you gotta spend another $5 or $7 a day for food. And when I say a day, I'm talking about lunch. You know, you go to university, you go through the whole day, you eat some lunch, you go through the rest of the day, and then you come back. So all of that usually added up to $18 to $20 a day. And you guys in the States might be laughing to yourselves, whew, $18, $20? Who cares about that? That's how much I pay to walk out of my door or something like that, you know? But I would like to remind you of a great example we have. This English teacher's job who earns $450 a month, their salary a day. So how much do you get paid a day? $22. $22. So when I went to university, I would nearly spend the whole day's salary of an English teacher in a school just to have one lunch, get to university, and get back from university and come back home. So tell me, where is it that the public transportation is so cheap and that everything is so great? That is not true. It's only true if you live in an apartment right beside a metro station, then yeah, for sure you could get around the city for like $2 or $3. But not everybody lives right beside a subway station. The majority don't. So all of them have to either spend money on a taxi or walk like 50 billion kilometers over to the closest bus stop. So Russia is not that cheap as people think it is. It's not. It's only cheap if you earn your $4,500 in the States and come to Russia and be like, oh, look at me, I'm a big boss. You know, everything is so much cheaper than in the States. Obviously it is, because the salaries are way, way, way lower than in the States. I hope you guys found this video informative. I hope that you guys have found out some new information that you might have wanted to find out yourself. Now, I would like to see some really good ideas on a video topic in the comment section below. Now, if you write a good idea and it gets the most likes out of all the comments, I will definitely make a video about that, because I read every single comment that you guys comment, and I would like to see some ideas, because usually you guys are the ones who come up with the best ideas. If you want to support my work while I'm having big, huge banking troubles where I cannot receive any money from YouTube, you could support me on Patreon. The links are going to be in the description. That is also a place where you can message me directly and read some posts that I post there, and just enjoy your time. Thank you very much for watching. Till next time.